Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, because today we're diving into a topic that's both hilarious and a little stinky. Why do Boston Terriers fart so much? Yes, you heard me right. If you've ever owned one of these adorable little furballs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like having a tiny, four-legged gas factory in your living room. The brachycephalic blues. First off, let's talk about the anatomy of these little guys. Boston Terriers are known as brachycephalic dogs. That's a fancy term for short-nosed. They've got these cute little squished faces that make them look perpetually surprised, like they just heard the latest gossip. But here's the catch. That adorable snout means they don't breathe as efficiently as other dogs. When they eat, they tend to gulp down more air along with their food. So more air in equals more air out. It's like they're running a one-dog hot air balloon operation right in your living room. The gobble monster. Now, if you've ever watched a Boston Terrier eat, you know it's not a pretty sight. They inhale their food like it's the last meal on Earth. I mean, come on. You'd think they were training for a competitive eating contest. And guess what? All that rapid-fire eating leads to even more swallowed air. So now, you've got a recipe for disaster. A dog that eats too fast and a digestive system that can't keep up. It's like putting a race car engine in a go-kart. The diet dilemma. Let's not forget about the diet. What goes in must come out, and if what goes in is loaded with indigestible carbohydrates, well, you can imagine what happens next. If your Boston is munching on table scraps or human food, you might as well be handing them a ticket to the gas chamber. Their little tummies aren't built for spicy nachos or leftover pizza. They need proper dog food, something that doesn't turn their insides into a bubbling cauldron of flatulence. And let's talk about food allergies. Some Bostons are sensitive to grains or certain proteins. You might think you're treating your pup by sharing your dinner, but all you're really doing is signing them up for the Stinkiest Dog in the Neighborhood award. The poop problem. Now, here's another twist. If your Boston isn't pooping enough, guess what? They're going to hold it in, and that pressure has to go somewhere. If they can't let it out through the usual route, it's going to come out the other way, like an emergency exit sign lighting up at an airport. So make sure your furry friend has plenty of opportunities to do their business. After all, nobody wants to be stuck in a room with an anxious dog holding back gas like it's trying to win a game of who can hold it the longest. The medical mystery. And let's not ignore the possibility of medical issues. If your Boston is suddenly gassier than usual, it might be time for a trip to the vet. Conditions like inflammatory bowel disease or parasites can lead to excessive flatulence. So don't just laugh it off, get them checked out. You never know when your dog might need some extra TLC. Conclusion: embrace the farts. So there you have it. Boston Terriers fart so much due to their unique anatomy, their tendency to eat like they're in a race against time, dietary choices that could clear a room faster than any horror movie, and even some potential health issues. But here's the kicker. Despite all the gas and occasional stink bomb moments, we love these little creatures. They bring joy and laughter into our lives, even if that laughter sometimes comes with a side of, "What died in here?" So embrace the farts. They're part of what makes owning a Boston Terrier such an adventure. Every toot is just another reminder of how much personality these little dogs have. In conclusion, love your Boston despite their gaseous tendencies because at the end of the day, those little puffs of air are just part of their charm. Thank you very much.